Hey all, it's Thursday, March 12th, 5 p.m. in Boston. If you're new to the channel, I just take you on walks with me. See what we see. The last time we saw an accident with the emergency services just arriving. Make sure you like and subscribe because it helps me and it doesn't cost you a penny. So, new camera. I was off my feet for 4 months from breaking my ankle. Sorry about my voice. We're actually going to CVS so I can get some cough medicine. So if I cough, like I'm about to, sorry. If it's too much, I may just put some music under this from this point on. Anyway, I went out yesterday and tried this camera and wasn't happy with it, but it was mainly my fault. So you gotta kind of train yourself with new gear. So, let me know if you're a subscriber if you prefer the old videos with the DJI Pocket 3 or this, which is an Insta360 Go Ultra. One of my problems with the first try yesterday was I had it angled up too far. It clips to my hat, or there's a magnetic pendant that sits on your chest, and I tried that on the way back, so it was a lot steadier. That was my main problem with the hat. I turned my head too much, and I recorded it at the wrong. I did 4K, which is nice, but it shows I don't know what to call them, things that aren't really there. Like the bricks were all distorted. Plus, since it's really wide angle, it distorted things at the edge, so I didn't like that. I'm trying a different mode today. We're walking down Commonwealth Avenue. It's kind of a main artery heading west. Starts at Kenmore Square down here and goes out past Boston College behind us and on into the western part of the state. I think it turns into a state highway. I forget. I was impressed with the microphone that's built into this camera. I usually use an external one with my Pocket 3, but this does well, and it handles wind well too. Flowers will be out in a month. Start coming out. The magnolia trees are first. And they're all up and down this part of the street. Bees on spring break this week, so. There goes a MBTA B line train. They're old. I did it again. I'm somewhere. Let's see if I can do this right. Somewhere down there, we passed the apartment where the Aerosmith band formed. There's a plaque, but we missed it. We have to watch the lights to get across because there's no crossing light. You can see all the residential buildings over there. A lot of it's student housing. September 1st is move-in day, and it's hilarious to see all the move-in trucks. I have to look down this way. The other way? Yeah, I'm sorry. I think I told you the other thing I did that was wrong with the first drone was how to aim too high, so all you saw was a little bit of sidewalk, buildings, and a lot of sky. So we adjusted. Excuse me. This is the Allston Street stop. And I like these buildings. They're kind of cool. But I live in a brand new building. Well, it was when I moved in 6 years ago, so I'm not interested in moving. It's right by a T stop. That's what we call the MBTA. The T, like the Boston Tea Party. Maybe we could have the Boston Tariff Party. Oh, wait. That's for another channel. Some of these trees just don't lose their leaves. Maybe when the new one's growing. Yeah, my left ankle is, like I said, a plate and 11 screws, so heel bone broke, a bone graft put in there, 2 more screws, a controlled rupture of my Achilles. So, yeah, I was in a wheelchair for 2 months. But I still have a limp, but I'm working on that. My doctor told me it would be like next month before I was really fully healed. So now this building on our left, right there, I forgot I can do that with this camera. It's one of the reasons I got it. A, it was misting when we left, and you can get it wet. And I forget what the other thing was. Anyway, there used to be a big mural here, and they painted over it. It's kind of sad. I have a picture of it. Maybe I'll find it and put it in the video. One of the cool things about this camera is the app on the phone is really good. My Pocket 3, I never used it, but this also has this base that you put it in. So that's kind of cool. Oh, here it is. We'll stop and look at it. I'll stop so you can read it. I'll read it too. If I go too fast, just pause the video. Second story in the 70s. It's very cool. If you need to see more, just pause. You always see a lot of people with their dogs. I used to live next to a guy who, his dogs would bark when I put my silverware away. Because he wouldn't be there and they'd hear noise and they'd bark. For, not a full hour, but 30, 45 minutes. I also didn't wear my headphones yesterday. I wear them so that it looks like I'm on the phone talking to somebody. I don't know if this hat mounted thing is less noticeable than carrying a camera, but we'll see. Oh, birds. Deity and Russian children. Yeah, we're going back to winter. We're gonna have a day next week where the high is just about freezing, so not fun. Teens at night. I'm done with it. Let me know in the comments if you've ever been here. Greg Street stop. So these are one of my favorite things about this walk. Ladybug and Turtle. They're actually, it's a Pokemon gym. If you play Pokemon Go. I sometimes do on the train especially. Makes the trip go by quicker when you're going downtown. It's like 45 minutes. This is my favorite train so far. It's a Type 9, but there's only 100 cars, so 50 trains. They don't come very often, and they use them on the longest line, the D branch. Goes out to Riverside. I took it once during the snow. It's somewhere on the channel. It was pretty. It was like right after everything was still white and undisturbed. As you can see, there's different things. These little elevators go down to the senior center. This is another place I like. Make sure I'm not getting run over, and sorry if I twisted my head too fast. I'm working on that with the hat. So I'm gonna look down a little so you can see. I always think it's cool, and they rearrange it throughout the year. Bike stands. I'm gonna stop so you can see what the real estate goes for here. Doesn't show prices. Huh. It's expensive. My one bedroom is $2,300 a month. Yeah. That's kind of everywhere. That housing is short, rents are going up. Even back home in my hometown of Indianapolis, up right next to there. I was living in Indy for 20 years before I came here. Comes another Type 7 in the front. You'll always see a 7 running with an 8. You'll never see it running alone because it doesn't have a handicap accessible entrance. Sometimes you'll see the 8s alone on slow days like Sunday. And the 9s go one car. There are 10s coming. I saw the mock-up of it. It's very nice. Of course, we don't know when it'll come. And we'll come down to Harvard Avenue stop. It's Harvard Avenue to the left, Harvard Street to the right, the figure. To the right is Brookline. One of the more wealthy parts of town. The puppy. This wall's always got graffiti. Oh, I was going to tell you, the property managers, real estate agents, they work for the actual landlords. And when you move in, you have to have 3 months of rent. Now, I told you my apartment was $2,300 because you have, actually sometimes it's 4. You might have first and last with the landlord, and you pay the broker 2 months just for taking you on the tour and getting you to sign the contract. It's ridiculous. They're trying to do away with it. And we're in Allston, this part of the area. We started in Brighton. Sometimes they call it Allston-Brighton. To our left is the 7-Eleven. It crosses the McDonald's, which I might just have for dinner while I'm here. There's a Five Guys to the left. Alright. We'll wait for the light. This stop's always busy. There's a ton of kids that live here. There's the Taco Bell across the street. And a Dunkin'. And right beyond that is the CVS that we're going to. I suppose I'll see which light changes first. Car's not moving. Nobody's turning left. I don't think they can. They have to get in that carriageway. Go down that street. All kinds of businesses. The guy was just looking at me. The older guy. You might have seen it. It's a little cold for shorts. He had his eyes made up. See, I see a lot of people that, they wouldn't have dressed like that when I was a kid, but who cares? If they're enjoying life and not hurting anybody, who gives a damn?
Hiring. This is someone new came in for that.
Oh, I just went past it, didn't I? Oh, fuck it. I'll go down to the grocery store. Oh, sorry for the bad word if you're offended. I'm a veteran. I use those. Let's see. All right. I used to have a friend who lived down the left-hand street. I spent many weekends there when I first got here in 2019. Or 19. And there's the imported car place. If I huff and puff, it's because of being in the wheelchair. Part of the reason I'm out here is to get my exercise, which I forgot to start on my Apple Watch. I'll have to do it on the way back. Because I type nothing. So it says Boston University. It should say government center. Fired the driver. Haha. Since we're at rush hour, you can see it's pretty busy on the traffic. I had no plan to come down here, but here we are. I was distracted by the camera. I always look for the buds. We didn't have these red bulb things at home for fire alarms. I'm surprised that the kids don't set it off every weekend. We'll go this side street. People, people, people. Hopefully I can make it back. I didn't bring my T-packs. So I'll have to make it back. It's a long time since Halloween, huh?
Which by that point I would hopefully have an idea of what was
The grocery store is right over there. It's dinner time. I ate early yesterday, so I'm actually hungry for a change. I have 2 different medications that kill my appetite. One of them's Manjaro, helps with my diabetes. I tried Ozempic and puked for 14 hours, so I was hesitant, but it's worked great. It actually stimulates my pancreas to actually produce more insulin that my body can actually use. That's about all I know about it. It's illegal to back into these spaces. Hey, what do I know? Yeah, the watch started to work out automatically. There's all the train people. Dianetics. I should go in there sometime just to see what they have. So that way Commonwealth goes straight down to the eastern side of the western side of downtown. Alright, I am going to end you here at Brighton Avenue and Commonwealth and go to the store because I'm not doing that much. Sometime I'll take you in there. Anyway, until then,